I just can't let you know.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Paul George. Daniels out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then it's Lewis, and it's Granger in at the 3, the small forward. Kicks it out to Paul. Davis setting the pick for Paul. Drops one in from the wing.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
West outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Whoa, the rare 3 from West.
The 3 from George. And Davis sends it back. They get it back. George with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Here's Lewis. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Out to the wing. Here's Mashburn. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And you have to be cognizant of Mashburn's long-range shooting ability. This guy is really accurate from out there.
Now here's Lewis. Kicks it out to Granger. Outside, George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. And it's George missing. Here's Mashburn. To the inside. And stolen by Daniels. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. O'Neal sets the screen for Granger. Trains the 3-pointer.
Granger. 3 points.
Down low. Knocked loose. There's O'Neal with the 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's West. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. West has got 5. Indiana trailing here. Granger up top. There's O'Neal with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Mashburn. Paul for 3. Pacers with the rebound. Lewis outside. For 3. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Mashburn. Outside for Davis. West a screen on Granger. Ball outside. Stolen by Lewis. Here's Granger. And it's Granger with the jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And finished off by Davis.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Here's George. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
That's good from West on the assist by Davis. He's got 7.
And the mechanics West has on his jump shot are terrific, especially impressive off the catch.
The 3 from George. No good that time. Davis with some nice D. Pelicans trail by 4. Mashburn the pass to Paul. Davis with a screen on Granger. Pass to Mashburn. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected. O'Neal against West. Hits the 3-point bomb. O'Neal's got 12 points in the game.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Pacers lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Jermaine O'Neal out there with Danny Granger. Then it's Daniels. Then it's George. And it's Lewis in at point guard.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
And with that shot, the Indiana Leafs cut down to 5 on the bucket for Mashburn. Lewis against Paul. And again, it's Indiana.
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
Sinks the triple. 12 points for him.
West again. And that's good coaching. When somebody's on, you ride.
Fires from deep. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis down low. Defended by George. Pass to Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. West a screen on Lewis. No coverage that time. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
Now, Chris Paul by nature wants to pass the ball, but if you leave him open, he understands he's got to make those shots.
And it's Paul with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 1. Here he goes. That's tipped. Lewis kicks to Daniels. Pass to George. Over Davis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Here's Paul. Now here's West. Outside for Davis. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pacers leading by 3. Lewis on the way. Defended by Paul. Daniels uses the glass to finish the layup. Daniels has got 6.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Davis, that's for 2. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. George with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Outside Lewis. It's rebounded by West.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Paul. That's good from 17 feet away. And it's now only a 1-point Pacer lead.
Well, that's about Chris Paul getting to his spot and making the defense pay. This guy is lethal with his mid-range game.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Davis, the pass to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Davis. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's sent back by West.
And all about timing for West on the block. He anticipates the shot and acts at just the right moment.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Mashburn, and he lays it straight in. He's got 10. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Lewis. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8. The Pelicans trail. Davis kicks it to West. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside, Davis. Out to West. Over O'Neal. West misses. Lewis with the 3, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. New Orleans on top, leading by just 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance from David West.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Davis is out there with Paul, and it's West, then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
It's good. Pacers trail by 3. O'Neal a screen on Davis. And that one's good. George.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Davis dishes to Paul. No one near him. Another one falls for New Orleans. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Lewis kicks to George. with the shot. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. Here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Lewis. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
First team foul.
George against Davis. Pass to West. Davis setting the pick for West. Granger with the rebound. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They lead by 1. And that one drops. Lewis has got 5 points now this quarter.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there. Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And he's able to get it back. O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. If you leave him that open, my goodness.
Here's West. Again, the Pelicans score.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Pass to O'Neal. Granger is screen on West. And again, it's Indiana.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster games.
Paul passes to West. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what
the previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right in the review.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. In the corner, Daniels. Daniels sets a screen for George. Drops in the tray. George has got 13.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
West a screen on George. Davis, the pass to West. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot from the top of the key. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Paul's got it all tied up now for New Orleans. O'Neal sets the screen for George. The putback. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's Mashburn. Out to West. No good with the triple. That one, no good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Lewis. Danny Granger out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then it's George, and it's Daniels in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And it's no secret that Paul is an energetic defender, constantly swiping at the ball and ripping away steal.
Lewis gets the bucket.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
The shape. Paul with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Davis, the pass to West. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And inside, West holds nothing back, getting physical and drawing a foul while in the act.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Lewis with the 3, and Davis pulls it down.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Paul passes to Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there. And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Here's Mashburn. Granger covering. Now Davis. 4 on the clock. Oh, the jumper goes.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
George! 18 feet out. Count it.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Davis fires, and there's the 3.
And going on the offensive, Davis knows they need a bucket, so he holds nothing back.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Paul George, he puts in the chain.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Right side Daniels. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The 3 goes down.
And that's a huge shot for Mashburn. No stranger to having to bury those.
Granger outside. O'Neal. And they come back with a 3 of their own.
And that's a big bucket for O'Neal. He understands his team looks for him to come up when it matters most.
Picked by West. And he jams it in.
And in these big moments, you want guys like David West on your side. This man is fearless.
George fires. The 3 doesn't go. And so it's Paul bringing it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Here's Davis from deep. Down he goes for 3.
And he's a shoot-first kind of player. And when Davis is on, well, he keeps after it on offense.
Paul George, it drops.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
And George gets the whistle. That's out. That's his third foul of the game. George with the steal.
How about the energy and activity on that play? Great steal.
O'Neal sets the screen for George. Knocks down the three.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, crucial free throws obviously gets this to 3 now, but it is still a one-possession game.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
George! The 3 is off. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Tries it from 19. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die, looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us run to where no one knows. We'll never grow. We'll never grow. We'll never grow.
wants the Pacers to start out. So a look at the starters for the Pacers. We've got George, and it's Granger in at the 3 spot. O'Neal passes to Granger. Oh, hey! How about that? And that one is hammered home.
Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with that one.
Oh, he knew what he was going to pull off because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You got to rehearse stuff like that. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team defense.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get 1 free throw, and they'll keep possession here. These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Davis.
And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
And here's Davis. And finally, they hit one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
For 3, George. Daniels passes to Lewis. Pass to Granger. Now O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Long range from the inbound. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. Indiana shooting their first free throw of the contest. Free throw no good for Daniels. The shot. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 6.
I respect how hard Davis works to involve his team. Doesn't want this game to be a one-man show.
It's George with the drive. O'Neal on the wing. Connects from downtown. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play. And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Lewis. From behind the arc. Rebounded by West. Launches it. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's O'Neal. Pass to Granger. Stolen by Davis. And they're on the run. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's West. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
That one drops for him.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Paul. Pass to Mashburn. Outside Davis. Fires for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Lewis. Lets it go from deep. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. New Orleans leading by 5.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter here. Inside. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Granger. George outside. 5 to shoot. High arcing shot. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The kick out to Paul. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And finished off by Davis.
What do you want? Agility, he's got it. Height, he's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
Here's Lewis. Still no points. Three-pointer. Mashburn grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 7. Down low. Now the Pacers on the move. Throws it up high. Ooh, they pick off the pass. And it's the Pelicans on the break. And finished off by Davis.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
We've got Chris Paul. He's out there with Davis, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Screen by O'Neal to the paint. And he goes right over Anthony Davis and slams it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Outside Paul, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Daniels. Pacers trail by 6. Driving in. Here's George. Count that one.
A great touch from PG-13. That's just pro right there.
Here's Paul. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Paul's got his first points of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
George passes to Granger. From the wing. And Indiana again with the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Outside Paul. Pass to Mashburn. Davis a screen.
That is powerful.
Oh, yes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. Hits the trifecta.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
George against Davis. Pass to Paul. Back to Davis. Clock at 4. From outside the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Davis has got 11 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Shot's good by Granger.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Pass to Davis. The kick out to Paul. Back to Davis. Crafty move. Davis getting it done in the paint.
I'm going to be honest. Like, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
Intercepted. Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Davis. And then Davis punches it home.
I'm sorry. It's just so much fun watching AD play that way with that type of power around the rim.
Daniels outside. A minute 20 left in the second period. Here's Lewis. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
George passes to Granger. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Right side, Paul. Mashburn, the pass to Paul. from the arc. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Indiana trailing here. Oh, throw it down. Wow. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Mashburn, the pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Shoots over George. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 7 points for the quarter. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
To the inside. Pass to Daniels. Here's George. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's New Orleans up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Paul. On the floor for Indiana. We've got George, and it's Daniels in at the center, filling out the middle. And Paul gets it to go.
From deep, Paul doesn't hold back on pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Lewis passes to O'Neal. And he dunks it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's the pick. There's Davis with the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. O'Neal's got 20 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
George against Davis. George passes to Lewis. 3-pointer. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Here's Davis. Outside Paul. Shoots. Davis, the pass to Paul. 4 on the clock. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Here's O'Neal. Yep, that one goes. O'Neal's got 7 points for the quarter.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Paul passes to Davis. Here's Mashburn. And another basket for New Orleans. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. O'Neal passes to George. It's good. George has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Davis looking it over. Left side Paul. Nice move. Anthony Davis packs it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. George passes to Lewis. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Pass to West. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Give him 8 points now.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Granger passes to O'Neal. Out to the right wing. For the lead. Counted from distance. O'Neal's got 14 points now in the second half. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Davis a screen. Paul passes to Davis. Stolen by Daniels. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the shot goes down. George has got 9.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Paul. On the wing, Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And finished off by Davis.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get posted.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the... And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Indiana ahead, leading by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Anthony Davis. Davis out there with Chris Paul. And it's Mashburn in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Daniels. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's West, covered by Daniels. Ashburn knocks down the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Lewis. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Davis. Indiana with a rebound. George with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Here's O'Neal. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Here's Granger. Oh, big finish!
Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. No coverage that time. West has gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And there's a pick. Davis outside. Here's Mashburn. George defending. Clock at 6. It's deflected, and he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
That's what they needed from him, unaffected by the pressure.
They lead by 4. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Beyond the arc. It's money from deep.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Mashburn. Davis, a screen. Oh, missed on the tray.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Outside O'Neal. Puts up the tray. Money from 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here. The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Indiana leading by 7. George. Cash from downtown.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Daniels. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good from beyond the arc.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moment. They put this game away in style.
It's good. George against Davis. George, right side. He launches. Got a hand on it. Now Davis. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yes, sir! Count it!
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
Let's loose for 3. Cleared away by Davis. So Indiana wins it. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused in.
Why don't we
Tip-off goes to Dallas. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Nowitzki in at the 4. And he comes up with a bucket.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Here's English. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Here's Blackman. And there's the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Lever, pass to Thompson. Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. English passes to Anthony. From downtown. The rebound by Nowitzki.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. Lever passes to Jokic, and the dunk by Jokic.
He is just an excellent pick-and-roll option. Jokic always uses his high basketball IQ to find and execute the right play.
Doncic, good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Thompson in the post. Pass to Lever. Three-pointer, Anthony. He got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Tipped away. And Doncic launches from deep. Another three for Dallas.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Blackman. To the left side wing. Here's Aguirre. Here's Donaldson. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Anthony. Thompson in the post. Guarded by Doncic.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. From deep, here's Doncic. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Lever. The three is up. On target from range.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Well, you can tell when a shooter is confident. He shot that like he knew it was going in. Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
From the corner. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Pass to Nowitzki. Launches it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Here's Lever. And again, Denver with a three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 6. Nowitzki tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Thompson to the wing on the left. Here's English. The shot's good.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Here's Blackman. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Donaldson can't get it to go.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Denver shooting their first free throw of the game. And here's Doncic outside. Drills it from deep. Doncic has got 9 points. It's Thompson, high post. And at the buzzer, count it.
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's just great awareness.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's Denver leading by a point. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
They've got Thompson. Anthony is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's English in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Blackman. 6 points for him. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Lever. Out to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, that will get him going. He thrives on that type of play.
And here's Thompson for 3. And Donaldson pulls it down. The Mavericks leading. Here's Nowitzki. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
Thompson left side. Here's Anthony. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
And Denver has possession. English passes to Thompson. And that one's good. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas.
Denver foul. David Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Doncic. He's got 12. Pass to Aguirre. Down low. And he dunks it home after the pick freed him up.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And that one misses. Nuggets trail by 3. Right wing. Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Anthony, right side. Stolen. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
English, that's good. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Blackman. Drains the triple. Blackman's got 9.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. The 3 from Thompson. And the rebound goes to Dallas. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. That one on Anthony. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Buries it from 3. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Out to Anthony. Pass to Lever. Good if it goes. And it's good.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Dallas on top, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at the Mavericks. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Blackman in at the 2. On the wing, Anthony. And Donaldson pulls it down. Donaldson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oh, wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Anthony with a bucket.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. And the Mavericks with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Blackman, no good. Nuggets trail by 3. Anthony, right side. For the tie. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Doncic outside. Fires the 3. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last 3.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Blackman passes to Nowitzki. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Out to Thompson. Anthony in the post. Back to Thompson. Pass to English. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Dallas leading by 3. And here's Doncic outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Knocks it down from distance.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Aguirre, and he jams it home with authority.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. To the right side. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Doncic right side. And again, it's Dallas.
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Anthony outside. And another 3 for Denver.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
Thompson right side. Pass to English. Out to Thompson for the tie. And again, Denver with a 3.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
To the inside. Here's Nowitzki. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Lever. Here's Anthony. Again, Denver scores.
And with his height and his touch, he can be deadly from mid-range.
Well, when you can see over the top of the defense like that, you have a huge advantage.
Too open that time. Made it look easy. Doncic has got 23.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And the basket by Blackman.
For three.
Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. Fires from deep. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And the second free throw is good.
3 shots.
And he makes all 3. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. Oh, a heat check there, but it's off target. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Time for a quick break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Nikola Jokic is out there with Carmelo Anthony. And it's Thompson, and it's Lever in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Pass to English. Anthony outside. And Anthony slams it in. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
English, that's good.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Oh, Luka says hello.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Pass to English. Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. Out left to the wing. Now Jokic. Thompson outside. Here's Blackman, defended by Thompson. There's a screen. And Dallas hits again from deep. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Dallas.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get. Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Jokic, throw it down, Nikola.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
The Mavericks trailing.
David Thompson. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Blackman, defended by Thompson. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And there it is.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Blackman, defended by Thompson. There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And Denver pushing it up now. Anthony in the post. And it's Thompson penetrating. 6 to shoot. Another shot. Not that time. Here's Blackman, defended by Thompson.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three. No good. They set the screen. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Now Jokic. Outside Thompson. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Doncic. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a lead.
Left a little on the table there, but at least he put them in front.
Thompson right side. Nope. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big time conversion there, puts them up 3.
The Nuggets want a timeout. What's the best strategy for them?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
Thompson can't hit it. And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is